Hello everyone, welcome to our discussion on ITUR, the radio communication sector of the International Telecommunication Union ITU. In this video, we will dive deep into the vital role of the radio communication sector in the global management of the radio frequency spectrum and satellite orbits. Do you know that 5G networks, which enable faster internet speeds, lower latency, and support for a massive number of connected devices, including the Internet of Things, IoT, smart cities, autonomous vehicles, and advanced healthcare applications, are the results of ITUR recommendations. Satellite communications, which provide connectivity to remote and underserved areas, support disaster relief operations, and enable global broadcasting and navigation systems, stem from the work done by ITUR. Broadcasting technologies, which enhance the quality of digital television and radio broadcasting, including high definition TV and ultra high definition TV, ensure viewers enjoy high definition content thanks to the efforts of ITUR. Spectrum management, which ensures that the radio frequency spectrum is used efficiently, prevents interference, and supports the coexistence of multiple wireless services and applications, is a key achievement of ITUR. Let's explore how ITUR originated and was set up to meet the constantly evolving communication needs. The ITU's work in radio communications began in 1906 when the first International Radiotelegraph Conference gathered 30 maritime states in Berlin to draw up the first International Radiotelegraph Convention. In 1927, the International Radiograph Conference in Washington established the International Radio Consultative Committee (CCIR) to study technical and operational questions related to radio communications and issue recommendations. In 1947, at the Joint International Telecommunication Conference and International Radio Conference in Atlantic City, the International Frequency Registration Board (IFRB) was created to regulate the use of frequencies. Finally, in 1992, the CCIR was renamed as Radio Communication Sector (ITUR). ITUR works towards a worldwide consensus on the use of space and terrestrial radio communication services and a vast and growing range of wireless services and applications, including popular new mobile communication technologies. ITUR plays an essential custodial role in the management of the radio frequency spectrum and satellite orbits, finite natural resources increasingly in demand from a large number of services such as fixed, mobile, broadcasting, amateur, space research, meteorology, and global positioning. The primary objective of ITUR is to ensure interference-free operations of radio communication systems. Now let us look at how ITUR is organized to deliver on those objectives. To ensure the rational, equitable, efficient, and economical use of the radio frequency spectrum and satellite orbits, ITU organizes World Radiocommunication Conferences (WRCs) every 3 to 4 years. These conferences review and revise the radio regulations, the international treaty governing the use of the radio frequency spectrum and satellite orbits. WRCs make decisions on the most profitable and efficient ways to exploit the limited resource of the radio frequency spectrum and manage satellite orbits. which are critical for the development of the global economy in the 21st century. They also address any radio communication matters of worldwide character, instruct the Radio Regulations Board and the Radio Communication Bureau, and determine topics for study by radio communication assemblies and study groups in preparation for future conferences. Radio Communication Assemblies (RAs). Radio Communication Assemblies are responsible for the structure, program, and approval of radio communication studies. They provide the technical basis for WRCs, respond to requests from ITU conferences, suggest topics for future WRCs, and approve ITU-R recommendations and questions developed by study groups. They also establish or disband study groups as needed. Radio Regulations Board (RRB). The Radio Regulations Board consists of 12 members thoroughly qualified in the field of radio communications and experienced in the assignment and utilization of frequencies. The RRB provides advice to radio communication conferences and assemblies. Radiocommunication Advisory Group (RAG). The Radiocommunication Advisory Group reviews priorities and strategies adopted in the sector, monitors the progress of study groups, provides guidance, and recommends measures to foster cooperation and coordination with other organizations and ITU sectors. Now let us look at ITU-R study groups. The ITU-R study groups develop technical basis for decisions at World Radiocommunication Conferences and create global standards, reports, and handbooks on radio communication matters. More than 5,000 specialists from administrations, the telecommunications industry, and academic organizations participate in study groups focusing on topics such as spectrum management, radio systems characteristics, and emergency radio communications. Currently, there are 6 study groups, starting with spectrum management, ensuring efficient utilization of the radio frequency spectrum; radio wave propagation, studying the propagation of radio waves and radio noise characteristics; satellite services, focusing on systems and networks for satellite services; terrestrial services, addressing fixed, mobile, and amateur services; broadcasting service, radio communication broadcasting for vision, sound, multimedia, and data services; science services covering standard frequency, time signals, space research, and more. ITU-R recommendations establish international technical standards developed by the radio communication sector. These recommendations assure performance and quality in operating radio communication systems, conserve spectrum, and provide flexibility for future expansion and technological developments. Developed by experts worldwide, these recommendations enjoy a high reputation and are widely implemented, though their application is not mandatory. I hope you find this information interesting and useful. Stay tuned as we delve into another sector of ITU, the development sector, ITU-D, and explore how its work has been shaping telecommunications in underdeveloped and developing countries worldwide. To stay updated with our latest content and help us grow, please subscribe to this channel and share it with others who may find the information valuable. Thank you.